Greetings everybody, this is Sabin Dimitrov, aka Dinsville the Astrowolf, and it is a pleasure to have you guys here for this next video. So we're going to be doing two things on this fun video. First of all, we are going to be upgrading my Orochi a little bit more, because I want to make sure that he grows even more. So we're going to go ahead and remove this for a second. And then, so you see is 1,558,808. And we are doing another leadership success event. So, watch what happens. We increased him by 13,888. All we need to do is this maybe 2.5 more times, and he is going to be much stronger. So yeah, that is awesome. So now Orochi is going to be much, much bigger. And yeah, so that is pretty awesome. So Orochi is looking, ever more closer to having max leadership. And as you guys saw on my last video, running my tier 2 in front of my tier 12 has given my Orochi much better fighting ability, so he is a lot more survivable. But yeah, so now he went up over 1,000 tier 2 airships in the front. And then on top of that, I am not sure when my next galactic campaign is going to be, but very happy with how well it's going. 2254, 2275. I am so happy that my Orochi is almost completely maxed out. That is going to be good, because then we can start putting that into Vega. Or possibly maybe Rogers. Or we can replace Rogers with this new commander. And that is what we are going to be doing. Take a look at this. This is a new version. Number 1, they added a new Class A airship commander, Delaria. So we are going to take a quick look at her so we can see what she can do. As you guys can see, she has a creature, a draconic creature. And yeah, it is kind of a cyborg creature. So, airship has a 66% chance to trigger before action. Until the activator's next attack, the initiator switches to defense mode, countering every attack received. The counter attacks are guaranteed to hit and deal damage equal to 4% of normal attack damage. Also, the damage taken by all our troops is reduced by 0.4%. Damage reduction can stack and cannot be cleared. She might actually be my new Orochi, because that makes her incredibly strong. She has all defensive ability. Desperate Measures is a passive skill. For every 20% of health points lost, airship takes less damage, and lifesteal is increased. So, yeah, she will be a very viable option for us in the future. And what I think I might do is add her to my plethora of commanders. And longer down the road, we will start making more defensive commanders, her and Orochi, and then maybe Rogers. And then we're going to have an attack commander, either Vega or Black, or a new commander that is even better. And then we will keep our Sister Wolf, because Sister Wolf is a very strong commander and she will be very useful to us. So, the next one will be they added a new infantry suit: Vortex, Walker suit, Aurora, and Airship suit, Break. So let us go ahead and take a look to see what those are.
Ladies, what do you want today? What do you want today?
So as you guys can see, this is total critical damage. This is called the guard, total damage reduction, and total strength and weaken effect. I don't think that's going to be useful to us, but it is kind of cool. Oh, so this is a cool one. So this is total skills trigger rate, and which is 3%. Total health points 60%, and airship attack is 40%. So I might be switching out my my chest piece with this, because it will give us skills trigger rate, health points, and attack, which is very useful because we are currently running the Aldebaran, which has health points, critical weather, and penetration. So, and we are also running the Antares. No, not. Are we running Antares? Hey, go back to that, you prick. Yeah. So this would be very useful to Orochi because that will give him more skills and abilities, and that might actually be better than the Hecatopolis. Health points, defense, and skills trigger rate. However, this one starts off a little bit less on the skills trigger rate. The Aurora, however, would be very useful for Sister Wolf, because that would give her accuracy, health points, and total skills trigger rate. But I don't think that she really needs that. And then we have the infantry one, which is dodge, critical weather, and infantry health points. So, yeah, these might actually be very useful to us. But I think using the guard might be a good idea. Damage reduction 6%, critical weather 30%, damage reduction 6%, critical damage 40%. And so this might actually be good for an attack commander or a defensive attack commander, so that's pretty interesting. So yeah, they've added some new things, which is pretty cool. And then the next one we're going to be doing is they added a new Sunraven small blueprints selection piece chest, and that will allow you to get some pretty cool things. We don't have it available to us right now, so I can't show you, but it is pretty much like these. I will show you. It is like these. You see? Gen 1 equipment small blueprint selection chest. And yeah, you will be able to see some pretty cool things here for this. And that is what the selection chest for the Sunraven small blueprint selection should be. Then 4, they adjusted the duration of awakened skills animation to make it more logical. So I will show you how it works now. It is weird. See? So now it is more logical, I guess. I do not know why they say this is more logical. But yeah, that is how it works. And as you guys can see, I survived with 1586 1825 and 1942 airships on all of these, and the Commander Black was completely destroyed. So running my tier 2 in the front makes it so that way they can't do as much damage to me, which is very good. But yeah, I don't get the changing the awakening skill animation, but there you go. And optimization. All counterattacks now have lifesteal. So any commander that has a counterattack ability can now take health from an enemy's commander and put them on their own soldiers. Whoops, did not mean to hit that 4 times. But yeah, I am very, very happy with how well this is going. Rebel continues to be exceptionally, uh, you know, useful to us. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys the really cool things that we are working on. And I cannot wait to get Orochi to max leadership. It's going to be awesome. And then we can go ahead and start to work on our next commanders. We have Era right here just because right now, but we might, switch her out for Rogers once we get Vega to a much higher, attack. However, running a second, build for Rogers might be a decent idea. Although he would not be able to use absolute defense as far as I can tell. We don't use Era very much. But running Menderbot on Rogers is a decent idea because that will give him the ability to self-heal, and if we run the same things that we do on Orochi on him, he will have a defensive stance as well as other, abilities to make him stronger. So that is definitely a possibility that we can do. But I want to run Vega because he will be able to provide a very, very heavy hit and against the enemy. And having an attack commander is a good way to go. Although Orochi is phenomenal for both attacking and defending, so he kind of covers both, both areas in that, since he is an attack and defense commander. But having Vega as a sole attack commander, as a one-slot bus commander against really big people, is a pretty decent idea. But yeah, I am not sure what I should do. I might go ahead and try to develop a secondary defensive commander and get, Rogers up and running. Because he is a good secondary commander. And, yeah, we are starting to work on some really cool things. I'm not sure how big an attack commander should be, but I should ask my guildmates and see what they think. But yeah, this is a fun little video to show you guys, you know, what I am working on. Orochi is almost max leadership, and then we can start, we can continue to work on maxing out his AI, and we will be looking good. As you guys can see, we are now 7,478, which is really good. Because remember, guys, the higher the tech is, the stronger the combat AI's feature skills will be, and the weaker the enemy feature skill effects will be. We don't really need a whole bunch of these. 7478, 7778. So we got 300 more points. So that will make our skills even stronger, which is good. But anyway, guys, this has been Sabin Dimitrov, aka Dinsvo the Astro Wolf, and it has been an absolute pleasure having you guys here for this video. Makes me very happy that we are making such good progress, and I am excited to show you guys more progress as things come along. We currently have 9 of these chests, so we will be getting 18 origins, which will be really, really good for us. And the event still has 8 days left, and we get around 62 firecrackers each time. So we are expected to get about 8, 16. Maybe and upwards of 20 tier 12 optional soldier chests, which will be very good for us because that will allow us to not have to spend resources on training new soldiers. And we are expected to have our next galactic campaign on Friday, and I am very excited to be able to participate in that. I get off of work at around 1900 hours, and they are expecting to start these galactic campaigns around maybe 2100 hours. So that is perfect for me because I need to go to bed to start work at 10:30. At around 110 I need to fall asleep. So yeah. And usually these galactic campaigns do not last all 4 hours unless we are in the very end. So this is really good for us because this will allow us to do well. And I am excited to do another live stream if that works out. But anyway, guys, this has been Sabin Dimitrov, aka Dinsvo the Astrowolf, and it has been an absolute pleasure having you guys here for this next video. Cannot wait to see you guys on the next one. Always remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and consider sending resources to help the channel grow. Money would be a very big help because that will help me be able to afford rent and save up for the future. Yeah. You guys stay awesome, and always remember, God bless.